Hey, what's going on? It's Mitchell Cheris from my YouTube.com channel. And real quick, in this video, I'm going to show a quick method of making oatmeal using hot water. I heated this up using electricity. It's not plugged in anything right now, but I used the power outlet. I could also use like fire and stuff like that, but this is another method. But as far as this one goes, I'm going to use some hot water. This is gonna be a cook recipe video. So yeah, I'm gonna use some of this hot water, and then I'm gonna use some of the oats that are in here, along with some cinnamon spice. And then I'm gonna put like some salt. I'm almost out of the Himalayan Pink Salt, but I also have a bunch of Celtic Sea Salt. So I think I'll choose between the Himalayan Pink Salt and the Celtic Sea Salt. I'm going to use the Celtic Sea Salt. And for like a little bit of added sweetness, I'm going to put some honey in there. I only need like a little bit. Usually I use glass, but in the situation I'm in now, I'm using plastic due to safety concerns. Alright, so I'll show you this one. So let's see. Oh, I can just grab this. This is a thing of coconut oil. You can just put it right there and see, look how, boom, comes up with a stand like that. Bam, see that? Alright, so I just opened the container of oatmeal. It's just some oats. That's what this is. So I just do this. That's probably like it's probably like about a cup and a half or so. Okay, so that's probably about a cup and a half. Lately, whenever I use something, I seal it up like immediately, because like if I bump into things or if there's wind or things like that, then it won't be wasted. The resource won't be wasted if I bump into it or if it falls or something. So yeah, I seal stuff up like immediately after I use it. Okay, and then I still have this bamboo spoon. So before the water cools off, because water cools off like pretty quick, so I'm gonna pour this onto the oats. Okay. Alright. Okay, so it's basically just like an oatmeal. Let's see. So just like stir that up. Yeah, it's still warm. I had some earlier. I don't really need much of it, but I mean, this is good to have. I mean, it's dehydrated, can be used like whenever. Okay. Oh, and I'm using like purified water, the water right here. So I mean, I just mix it together, just using a spoon. I could use a blender or just use a spoon. Either way. So yeah, I mean, so like there's some oats, so that's like an oatmeal right there. That took, I don't know, what was that like? That's really not that hard. Alright, it's more about the setup is the hard part, I think. The stuff that's not on the video is kind of the hard part. But, okay, so you can see that right there. It's probably like a cup and a half or whatever. And then, okay, so, see, set it right there. And then, I'm going to add, like I said, I have a little bit of Himalayan Pink Salt left, and I also have some Celtic Sea Salt. This is a good salt for the mineral content, because minerals are just one of the challenging components to obtain in the modern day agricultural system. Sea salts have quite a bit of minerals in them, though, depending on what location in the world they're grown. And the Himalayan Pink Salt has like I think like 85 trace minerals, 82 or 85. I wrote about that earlier. So I'm using this salt because I honestly enjoy the flavor of the Celtic Sea Salt and the Himalayan salt. The colored salts are kind of cool. Not so you can see the color there has a different color than just the plain white salt. So okay, so I'm gonna flip this over and then I'm gonna try to grind some out. Looks like it got stuck. Alright, let me see what's going on here. You see, it's a grinder right there. It really got sort of like clumped up, so I'll kind of mix it. When it comes down to it, I don't even need the grinder. I can just, mix it up using a tool like that. Okay, so then I'll just do that. So that's adding in some Celtic Sea Salt. So yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, I just be resourceful, and if one component doesn't work, I'll find another way. Okay, so the grinder didn't work, so I opened it up and used this to mix it together, and now it looks like it flows outwards. Okay, problem solved. It's yeah. So I mean, I like to solve practical problems like that. You just saw how I did that. Okay, so then I'm gonna add some cinnamon. Cinnamon is a low glycemic sweetener, like tree bark. Thinking of world history, people used to fight wars over spices and stuff, and now it's just available to store. So, what a blessed era to live in. Has the aroma, cinnamon. Alright, so I'm just gonna put some cinnamon on there. This one's an organic, non-GMO. When I have the choice, I choose highest quality ingredients when I have the ability to choose. I did have the ability to choose to buy this, so I did. When I can, I choose the highest quality ingredients. Okay, I don't always have that ability, but sometimes I do, and when I do, I tend to select higher quality ingredients. Anyhow, moving on to the next step. Alright, so I'm going to put some cinnamon on there. That's going to add, cinnamon flavor to it. You saw how I was talking about in my applesauce video. The cinnamon is also another good component to add to applesauces, whether it's the processed kind, canned kind, the kind in plastic, or even applesauce made with blended up apples. It's a good low glycemic sweetener for people that like trying to keep their glycemic index low. Yeah, too many sugars can really wear me down. I mean, I guess I need a certain amount of sugars for energy because the brain runs off like glucose. But yeah, there's no real perfect solution on it. But the cinnamon is a low glycemic sweetener, and you can see the color on there. I'm gonna add a little bit of this raw organic, unfiltered honey. I'm gonna be adding this. I bought this from the store. It actually says there's a biblical verse on there. It says, "Thy word is sweeter than honey." It's quoting Psalms chapter 119, verse 103. So it's a biblical verse on this. So I mean, I thought that's kind of cool because it's mentioned in the Bible quite a bit. Honey. So I mean, that's kind of interesting to me. And it's got all sorts of nutritional benefits, and it tastes pretty good too when used in moderation. Okay, so I'm gonna add some honey on there. It's a raw, unfiltered, so it's got the living enzymes and pollens in there. So that looks like it's probably about enough. So I'm coating it So it's oats, purified water that was heated up, cinnamon, Celtic sea salt, and raw organic honey. So, like I said, I seal it up immediately, so that way it's not wasted. So then there it is. Mix it up, and that's in 10 minutes. That's a breakfast recipe, a quick breakfast recipe. Not too hard. Bam. Alright, hope you enjoyed it. I could make more, make less. You do too. I'm gonna enjoy it. Thanks for watching, and take care. Alright, we'll see ya. Mitch Terrace signing out.